Okay, so this is another one. This is still on that. I had several of these tiles. It's this wood scrape look of a tile. So it's not the best for engraving, images directly onto it. Okay, now they're okay for deep engravings, but not so much. However, this white stuff, which I was going to do something different, but I realized now it's not good to mark directly onto this wood, onto this tile, just because of all the grooves in it, right? However, now that I've engraved into this tile, right, there's an engraving into it. Now I'm going to put another coat of titanium dioxide over it, right? And then I'm going to let it do its thing. And so this should pop. This should be really dark when it's done. Theoretically, we'll see what happens. Okay, so I've engraved it, and then I coated it again with titanium dioxide. I didn't have to coat it in the first place. It's irrelevant now, but the point is I did coat it. I let it dry, and got the air right next to it. So what I'm doing now is I'm running it. So if I run this at 600 speed and at 10% power, this will take 4 hours and 40 minutes. So I don't have that much time today. I've literally got to go in about 3 hours and a half. So anyway, I kept bumping up the speed. I'm at 1,000 now at 10%. And it does seem to be giving a dark mark. I was kind of afraid it wouldn't do that, but it does seem to be giving that dark mark I'm looking for. So we shall see. I'm hopeful. Overall, it's a nice image. I just wanted it to be darker so it'll pop in this scenario. So that's the situation. Let's go a little closer so you can see the laser. There it goes. So the situation, and then I'm going to do this is in light burn. I have multiple layers going on here, obviously. The first layer was just engraving. The second layer is this slower, low power in order to burn this titanium dioxide into it. And then I've got 2 line layers, and it's just going to trace out some of the shape in here just to give it a little bit of a cleaner pop, if you will. And then I've got my mark on there I'm going to put. So I think it's right at 3 hours now for this. So that should get us done in enough time. Lord help us. So if there's a way to get this black mark on here faster, I'm just trying to figure it out. I think what I'm going to end up doing, I've done a bunch of test strips, but I think what I want to do is I'm just going to put this on 9,000 and start at maybe like 50% and just start doing some test strips, to see if I can get this dark but at a faster rate. What's the fastest I can get this to go and get that dark pop to come out. Because when you engrave on some of these tiles and you're trying to get you want it engraved, right? But on some of these tiles, the interior of the tile is close to the same color as the exterior. So obviously getting a tile with a better contrast on the outside works. But then you might have to invert an image. There's a lot of complicated things that can happen with an image, where putting the dark mark inside the engraving or on the outside, wherever, will definitely give it that pop we're looking for. So anyway, just doing it faster is what I want. All right, well, I'll let this thing run for a while. All right, so here we go. So it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna actually I'm about to add some text here and some text here, and we'll see what happens. But so far it's looking pretty good. We'll see once I wash it off what happens, right? That's the big deal. All right. Now we gotta do the letters. All right, so this is the final piece. I think it turned out pretty good. Now, um, it would do a whole lot better, obviously, if this was like a white tile, right? Like this tile here, where it's natural, it's got a natural white to it. Or just a white gloss tile. I think it'd be way better. But, not bad at all. And this is titanium oxide. That's what this is, titanium oxide. I engraved it, and then I went over the whole thing with the titanium oxide. And, not perfect. There's so many mistakes in this thing. But it is definitely the combination of a lot of trial and error just to get to a point where I can make something like this pop. Opposed to like this, right? Not bad, but you can't really see it, right? I mean, it's not bad, but I mean, it looks, you can't really see it is the problem. Now, granted, if you're 500 years from now and you need a Rosetta seed, you can put a piece of paper, parchment over this and rub a chalk on it and get the information off. It'll still work. This is not a Rosetta seed, but it's just something pretty I made for someone. All right, hope you all like it.